Have a day and many of God's blessings to all of you on this presentation this afternoon. And I'm Speaker Tina Rose Muña Barnes, and I want to thank everybody on Zoom this afternoon. We are going to do a very, very special recognition to a beautiful lady that I've known known all my life. She's always been there to when we were growing up. Literally took care of me and in our growing days did a lot of things together. Some secrets probably, but she would always tell me, oh my God, if you could only just do things a little bit more softer, we won't get caught. But all kidding aside, when I was asked, ladies and gentlemen, to do a resolution presentation to recognize one of our Department of Education employees, I said, sure. And then they said, Speaker, I think this person will be very special to you because I think you know her. She's related to you. And I said, okay, I have no problem. She said, no, it's for Antoinette Muña Santos. I said, I would be honored to do it. I'd be humbled. I said, please, I said, if you can just get me the information, work with it. So before I do the presentation, family and friends, I want to thank some of the key players that helped out. Lou Bautista, I know you're listening. Thank you so very much, beautiful. To Lisa, Chelsea, and whoever, Mari, whoever there helped get some of the information. Thank you so, so very much. I know that your mom and your auntie had a very long career in the government of Guam. And I always said, Mali, wow, you're going to have 4 decades. I said, shouldn't you retire? And she said, my heart's not there yet, but one day soon. So when she said to me that she was going to retire in mid-September, I said, wow, time has really flown by really fast. But ladies and gentlemen, this special resolution recognizing Miss Antoinette Muña Santos for all the work that she's done in the government of Guam. It gives me great pleasure to introduce, we have introduced on legislative session floor, resolution number 369-35. And it's a resolution relative to recognizing Mrs. Antoinette Muña Santos on the occasion of her retirement after 39 years of government of Guam service and commending her for her dedicated service to the community. Yes, give her a round of applause. I want to, usually on resolution presentations, the author would summarize it and talk a little bit about the person being recognized. But for me, I think it's really special. And since family and friends, that this is a legislative session floor resolution voted by all the members with unanimous support, I want to say that I'm going to go ahead and read it for the record so that in 2 or 3 generations to come, and anybody look up Mrs. Antoinette Muña Santos, her record will be archived for history. So another special honor on this resolution recognition. So if I may, be it resolved by Imina 35 na Legislatura in Guahan, whereas Antoinette Muña Santos, better known as Tony, was born on August 19th, 1961 in Koza City, Okinawa, and is the daughter of Akimi-san and Frank Muña. And I know before I go further, I know that Antikimi-san is on. Antikimi, wave and say hi so that the people of Guam can see you. She's waving, thank you. Family and friends, it also states that whereas Tony and her family moved to the island of Guam where she attended San Vicente Catholic School and graduated from George Washington High School in 1979, and whereas Tony married Francisco Santos in 1985, and together they have 3 children, Frank, Mariana, and Nicholas Santos. They have 2 grandchildren, Ariana and Olivia, and 6 dogs, Sophie, Koa, Max, Jet, Bella, and Magus. And in March of 1981, Tony began her career in public service at the Guam Community College. GCC, working as a clerk typist 2 for the Bureau of Human Services and Career Center. She was promoted the following year to serve as an accounting clerk in the Management Service and Business Office, where she worked there for 7.5 years. Mrs. Santos spent the remainder of her career at the Guam Community College working as a accounting technician, one from 1990 to 1991, as a personal assistant in 1991, and then as a personnel assistant two in 1998, until she transferred to the Guam Water Works Authority in May of 1998. And whereas upon her transfer to the Guam Water Works Authority, Mrs. Antoinette Muña Santos was promoted to the position of Personnel Specialist 2 at the Office of the General Manager and the Human Resources Division from 1998 to 2001. And while serving at the Office of the General Manager and Human Resources Division, Mrs. Santos was elevated to the position of Personnel Specialist 3 in January of 2001, and she was later appointed to serve as a Personnel Specialist 4, and in April of 2004. And Mrs. Santos was then transferred to work at the University of Guam's Administrative and Finance Human Resources Division on December 27th, 2004, where she served as the Chief Human Resources Officer for UOG, and after working as the University of Guam's Chief Human Resources Officer for 3 years, Mrs. Santos was later detailed to serve as the Acting Assistant Personnel Services Administrator for the Guam Public School System's Personnel Services Division in 2008. And in January of 2010, Mrs. Santos was appointed to serve as the Personnel Service Administrator for the Guam Department of Education's Personnel Services Division, where she has worked for nearly 11.5 years, and that Mrs. Santos will retire on September 18, 2020, after 39 years of government service to the people of Guam. Therefore, be it resolved by Imina 35 na Legislatura Guahan, does hereby, on behalf of the people of Guam, recognize Mrs. Antoinette Muña Santos on the occasion of her retirement after 39 years of government of Guam service, and commend her for her dedicated service to the community. And be it further resolved that the Speaker certify that the Legislative Secretary attests to the adoption whereof, and that copies of the same thereafter be transmitted to Mrs. Antoinette Muña Santos and to the Honorable Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero, Imagahagan Guahan. And it was duly and regularly adopted and signed by myself as Speaker of the 35th Guam Legislature, and by the Legislative Secretary, Senator Amanda Shelton. And I want to say that we congratulate you, Antoinette, one of my favorite primas. I must say that for the record, because if it weren't for her, I wouldn't have learned a lot of things, and even as far as a lot of personal writings. I don't think she ever knew that every time she wrote with her neat penmanship and what she shared for me with our little notes, like meet me here, and we're going to do something, and this is how we're going to do it. I always looked up to Tony, to just being the one to direct me. For the most part, Mariana and Frank Jr., it was for all the good things and all the fun things that we got to do. So I want to say to you, Tony, congratulations. And it's going to be bittersweet. You know, you've given the government of Guam almost 4 decades of your life, and you did it very well. And you had so much accolades and recommendations, and that's why you literally got to grow and move up the table. And a lot of the on-the-job training that you had, the expertise that you've given back to the different divisions on the agencies that you worked for, we want to say congratulations. I know that you're going to start a new chapter, and I know that education is a part of your heart. And I know that this time it'll give you more time. This retirement, this new chapter will give you time to I guess, to be with family and help out, and I don't know, maybe do something new. So, with that being said, I wanted to know if Senator Shelton was on this morning. I see that Frank, thank you very much. Your husband is also on. I knew that. I know that. I knew that if I told you about this beforehand, Tony, that you would say no. I don't want a resolution. So we made it a surprise, and I want to say thank you for giving me the blessing to be a part of your life for all the time that we grew up together, but more importantly, for sharing your family with us and the love that Auntie Kimmy and Uncle Frank and also my now there. And of course, Chelsea, Lisa, and everybody else. Queen Lou, you had a lot to do with that too, because you guys worked at the community college for many, many years together. And Chelsea, great things happen, right? When you listen to your aunties, right? But usually it is about this time where we yield over to the person being recognized. So I know you're shy, but I'm going to yield the floor to you, Tony, to say a few words to all your family who is on this Zoom for this special recognition to you. So, Tony, can you say a few words, please? I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Thank you, everyone, for coming on via Zoom. It's no longer death by PowerPoint. It's death by Zoom meetings. And my daughter, Mariana, promised me that this was going to be the last meeting of meetings. And yes, I had a very adventurous 39 years, grateful adventure of 39 years with the government of Guam. And it just felt that it was my time to let someone else come in and take over. And so that I could now just take a nap for a little bit. And while I'm appreciative that everybody who is on is here and the recognition given to me, it is somewhat bittersweet because I would have loved to have done this in person. And I would have loved to have been able to hug everybody in person. But, this is somewhat the new norm for us. And we continue to pray that we will get in a better place, hopefully soon. And that I believe that God continues to watch over us, and we will get there. We just have to keep our faith. And for my family who has been there, even Lourdes, everybody that is here today, you've been on this ride with me, except for my kids. Of course, you haven't been on this ride for 39 years. But the others have, and I'm really grateful for this recognition. And, Mali there, there's, boy, that was a lot of years.
Yep.
I was here in 1980. 1981, 19, and my kids are probably saying, whoa. But guess what? I'm still young. Even after all those years being said, I'm still young. I still have things that I wanna do. But for now, that's the famous question. So what are you gonna do after you retire? And I said, that's the best thing. I can just do whatever I want. But for now, I just wanna kick back and enjoy myself. I deserve to enjoy the fruit of my labor. And so thank you, everyone. I love you. I love you, Miss Lou, Mari, Lisa, JR, Olivia, Ariana, Michelle, everyone. Thank you for this.
You're very welcome. And family and friends, I'd be remiss, and my apologies, I did not recognize the executive director of the Department of Agriculture, and my apologies, Ms. Chelsea. It's usually at that where we recognize the leadership of the administration. And with that being said, Ms. Chelsea, I'd like to yield the floor to you as one of the administrators in the government. If you'd like to say a few words to one of your favorite aunts, if you can say a few words on behalf of the administration for Ms. Tony.
As a representative of the government of Guam and the administrator of the Department of Agriculture, the government would like to thank you for your loyal service to our community. Now, as your niece, congratulations. I can't believe you've been working since I was 5.
Yes.
Long time. We'll be looking forward to some of Uncle Frank's Kadumpika on Friday or Saturday. It is Friday. Oh, Saturday then, right?
Thank you very much. And Mali Tony, I just want to say to your husband there, who's been by your side, Pari, and to your children, Frank, Mari, and I don't see Nicholas. I guess I just want to say congratulations for Mali, but thank you for being there for her. Thank you for being there for us growing up. We had a lot of good times, and then of course we got married and had to go to work, had kids, and who would believe almost 4 decades later we're still here, and we still gave a lot to our people of Guam, and now it is time for you to take a good break and take that nap and enjoy, and then God will take you on your next journey. So on behalf of Imina 35 na legislatura in Guahan, dankulu na si Zeus Masi, but Todu Ibidamu, thank you for all that you've done for the government of Guam in your leadership and the work that you've done for your 39 years in. Enjoy. God bless. And si Zeus and Bini DC Sainamasi on behalf of the 35th Guam legislature. God bless. Thank you. With that being said, thank everybody for being on. We give a round of
Yay! Congratulations, Antoinette.
Usually at this part, we do take photos. So if anyone wants to take a fast snapshot before we sign off the Zoom, you're more than welcome to do so. And I will go ahead and make sure I give copies to the family of the recording. And we are being televised live. We are on YouTube. So you're more than welcome to get it. Should be also for review in a couple of minutes. So we were on live. So again, thank you. God bless. Thank you, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Bye, Mali. Bye, everybody.
Bye.